Eastern time, a little early. Like to pop on here as soon as I get everything set up. If it's a little early, so be it. A little more extra time, no big deal. Looks like everything's pretty ready to go. We don't have much setting up to do because for the first time ever, I was smart enough to go to everything I needed to be at before I actually turned the camera on. So chat's on. Is everybody here? Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can. Looks like we're having all sorts of problems again. Hello. Just let me know if we're good to go on sound and picture, please. Verizon Fios every single month. I don't know what's going on here. All right, like everything is operational. Good. It kind of looks like it's working, but I'm not sure. So we got the thumbs up from Bubba. So I'm hoping Clip Show is also saying thumbs up. And you're getting picture and sound, right? Just need to know, because if we got to shut it down, we will, and we will come back and try again. But let's just see. Yeah, it looks like I'm good on my end. A little choppy. It does look a little choppy. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Let me see if I could turn this off to make it better. Let me know if it improves. Again, if it doesn't improve, we'll shut it down and start over again. Choppy picture for me, but that might... No, I think it's my crappy internet, actually. Just keep me updated on how bad or good the picture looks. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into this if we're going to have problems right away. I'd rather go up and mess with my modem right now. So are we getting good, clean picture? Everything's good? Good to go, says Thomas. I like it. All right, better. Nice. Keep me updated on that. Because on my screen, everything looks 100%, but that doesn't mean it's good throughout the rest of all the other stuff going on. I don't know. My Wi-Fi has been so bad lately in this house, and I don't know why. Haven't changed a thing. Have the same system I've always had, but for some reason, I don't know. It's like if my wife is using her phone, and I'm doing this live stream, and I also have my phone going for the chat part of it. Blows my mind. Everything starts going haywire. So what I'm going to do from now on, when I'm just about to start this live stream, every Thursday night, I'm going to shut my modem off. I'm going to give it like 5 minutes and then turn it back on to reset it, because that's usually when everything is amazing. But it looks like we're back to good as per what everybody's saying. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in. You are a little early, as am I. Something I usually do. I come down here into the office at 8:30. I start setting up. That's why it's never 9 o'clock on the nose. It's always early, because the things I think I need to do are already done. So here we are, talking Tundra. Few things to talk about tonight. Always happy to answer all of your questions. That Jersey Wi-Fi. Yeah, exactly, Sean. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You'd think this close to New York City, the Wi-Fi would be amazing, but I don't know. But we want to talk about a few things here. Number one, made a video last, I want to say Friday, called Insane Deals. I want to talk about that. Has to do with the TRD Pro and its pricing. I think that was Friday. I can't remember. That's number one. Number two, I want to talk about some of these trucks we're seeing at the lot lately and some of the deals that are starting to even hit New Jersey. Because if you guys watch my dealer walk videos every Sunday, live streams, even the Monday full 20, 30-minute walk, you know, in this area of New Jersey, we don't get a lot of deals. Well, it looks like the deals are starting to even come into New Jersey, which is crazy. We might actually be getting back to normal. And then last but not least, on the let's talk about it situation, I hope you saw yesterday's video about an owner that bought a brand new 2024 Platinum with the TRD off-road package, iForce Max, which is like a serious truck right there. Unicorn level truck, Platinum on TRD off-road on Platinum, new for 2024. And he got home and realized he didn't have fog lights. It has the 3-inch lift on it. And apparently, if the Tundra comes with the 3-inch lift from the factory, they delete the fog lights because of DOT compliance issues, because it makes the front of the truck too high, so the fog lights will blind people. Didn't know that until this owner, whose name is Greg, figured this out. Blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. And then I started to look. If you see the video yesterday, you'll see all this. I'm giving you a little sneak peek of that. I started to look back through all my pictures of all the 3-inch lift Tundras that I've seen over the past month and a half or so, because they're at like every lot now, and all of them don't have fog lights on them. Blows my mind. And he wasn't mad about the fact that it didn't have fog lights. He was mad at the fact that on the sticker it said it had fog lights, and nobody told him anything about no fog lights being on the truck. On the stalk, on the inside of the truck where the fog light clicker is, it is still there. It is still functional, but nothing happens. Pretty crazy. Hank says they did that on the Tacoma as well. Yeah. So my thing in the video yesterday was, all right, then make it a thing where when someone's about to buy a truck, you say, hey, just so you know, like put it in your cadence as a salesman or have the salesman do it, saying, hey, just so you know, we delete the fog lights because of DOT compliance. Okay, is what it is. At least they know. Or there's got to be a way to angle those puppies down a little bit, right? Instead of blinding people, if it has the factory lift, someone can't go in there and just turn them down so it'll face down a little bit more. There's got to be something. It's a $75,000 truck. That's what I'm saying. 75 grand, 80 grand, especially he got 5,000 off MSRP for that Platinum. So that's pretty cool. But at that price point, still going to want the fog lights. But again, the video yesterday was not about having the fog lights or not having the fog lights. It was about no one saying anything. And then when he went to talk to a service place about it, like a service center at a Toyota dealership, they didn't know anything about it. That's like the third or fourth thing for 2024 that nobody knew about. And it was just kind of there. So put it in the books, but let's start this thing right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here, sharing another Thursday night with me. A cheers to you and a cheers to all the military and emergency services of the United States and Canada. God bless you, and thank you for what you do. Diet Pepsi to you. That is my first caffeinated beverage in roughly 12 hours. Let's wake up a little bit, talk a little Tundra. I'm going to catch up on all these comments I've been missing since I turned this thing on. Do me a favor, while I'm looking at the comments, where are you coming from in the world tonight? Where are you? Tell me. I'm coming to you from New Jersey. Here we are, the Wi-Fi capital of the world. So let's see what everybody's saying out there. All right, we got through all the video debacle. Andrew, what's going on? What's up, Bubba? Argle, how you doing? Mark, how you doing as well? Greg, good to see you. Reg, Mark, Otto, Sean making fun of me. Jim, what's up, buddy, from the Arizona desert? I like that. Sean says, no deals around here, but I'm starting to see a lot more of the new Tundra. There are a lot of Tundras out there for sure. Don't forget, I see a lot of comments every day, the good, the bad, the ugly. And one of the ugly comments that is always there is nobody's buying these new Tundras because no one wants the V6. They're ugly. It couldn't be further from the truth because the sales this year, they are forecasting and look like this is going to be a top 4 or 5 year for the Tundra all time. All right. This is going to be the best sales year in a very long time for Tundra. There's always trucks on the lot because nobody's buying them. No, there's trucks on the lot now because the production woes are over and everybody is at full song when it comes to production and the Toyota Tundra. So you're seeing them all on the lot, but they do sell. And last but not least, we're starting to see deals on the trucks. So they're going to start selling even better. But nothing could be further from the truth because everybody is clanging and banging right now when it comes to inventory. There definitely is a lot on the lots, but they are moving. And it says that right in the numbers when we look at that every month. And that's why I do that video at the beginning of every month. I want you guys to see where the sales are. Because a lot of people are, Toyota got off the V8 train and they went to the V6, which you're going to start seeing everybody do sooner than later. They're already talking about the Ram joining the other Dodges in going to a V6. It's happening. V8s unfortunately are going away. That's just the way of the government. We're not going to have V8s anymore. So Toyota was just quicker than everybody else with it, but people are buying them. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it's not a matter of if you like the new Gen Tundra or not. There's facts in it, and people are buying them. So what are you going to do? Here we go. All right, they did that to Tacoma as well with the fog lights. Still blows my mind that it's not on the sticker or mentioned at least. JG says used Toyota prices are so, gosh darn ridiculous. Yeah, they're still up there a little bit. They have come down a little around me, but the used prices are still pretty high. Mark says, it's crazy how the owner of the 3.5-inch lift got his $5,000 under MSRP, but all those Tundras at your local dealership have market adjustment up $7,000 or more. Around me right now, my local dealership, it's an addendum sticker, and they have it for it's probably like $4,000. I think it was $4,000 on most of them. The last time we walked, it changes every time I go. It used to be a year ago, it was full on markup. That's just New Jersey. I don't know what to say because it's not just the dealership down the street from me. There's other dealerships in New Jersey. Most of them have these addendum stickers and markups. It really just depends where you are in the country. You'll hear from some people in the country that say, dude, I'm getting $5,000 off MSRP. You'll hear some people in the country say, the Tundras around me are still 7 to 10 grand over sticker. So it just depends on where you are. It's not one of those national things like, okay, everyone, let's go under MSRP. All of them should be under MSRP at all times. And I think we're getting further away from all the craziness that happened in 2020 and 2021, that this time next year, we won't even remember those times of so much over MSRP. So it just depends on where you are in the country. But New York still has markups. My area still has markups. There's places in Pennsylvania that still have markups. My tri-state area, still dealing with it. But you talk to folks down around where he was at, which he went to, I think he said Tennessee. He drove to get his Tundra. Brand new 2024 in a trim slash package that we didn't have in 2023 with that 3-inch lift, $5,000 off MSRP. So you just got to research. You make a great point there also. What I always say to you guys, you want a truck a certain way. We all want our trucks a certain way. No one goes on and says, I want a Tundra. Let me see what they have. 90% of you that watch this channel, excuse me, you're Tundra enthusiasts. So when you go to look for a Tundra, you know every single thing you want on that truck. If you research, you will do what Greg did and find a deal that is so good, like $5,000 under MSRP. Just look around. These dealers do not mind shipping. That I can tell you. They just want to make that sale. Excuse me. My local dealer has 2 TRD Pro Tundras, one being in the new color, Terra, other in magnetic gray. I would take magnetic gray after seeing them in person. Can't go wrong with magnetic gray. The last time I owned, or excuse me, the first TRD Pro I owned was magnetic gray, 2016. Just, it's beautiful, especially with everything body color and blacked out with those little red accents all over the place. You're not going to lose on that. You can't go wrong. Did you see the 2024 Sequoia iForce Max video? I did see that. Thank you very much for that. Yes, Sequoia. Every time I go to a lot, I look for a Sequoia. Maybe you'll see one every once in a while, but they're still not on the lot often. Gaming Greenville kid, how you doing, buddy? Hi, Tundra dude. Look up Penske Toyota in Downey and fill in the box. New 2024 Tundra hybrid. Okay. See, Penske runs the dealership down the street from me as well. All right, so Virginia is in the house. Maryland's in the house. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's go Islanders. Penguins, blah, is in the house. I'm just playing. Reg says, watching from North Carolina. Mark Walden says, Cape Cod, Massachusetts here. Go and get your cat. Andrew says, Springfield, Missouri, where the lots are full of Tundras. Yes. Southgate, California for the Gaming Greenville. I like it. Nathan says, going tomorrow to trade for a 2024 magnetic gray metallic platinum. Have an early 2022 limited and was plagued with rattles and quality control issues. Do you think a lot of the squeaks and rattles are being worked out? Well, I can tell you that a lot of 2022 owners, at least on the forums, a lot of the problems that you're talking about, the squeaks, the rattles, everything, you do hear a lot about that early 2022, but not so much with the 2023 owners. As someone who has owned a 2022 and a 2023, I don't see a difference, but I didn't have rattles in either. But now I have an SR5, no rattles, no squeaks, no wind noise, no anything. So I'm hoping by now they're all worked out bug-wise. Let's see. I don't know where I am. Oh, Sean says, I'd negotiate a better deal knowing that from here on out, I'm not paying for fog lights if I'm not getting them. Yeah, exactly. You know, and there was a couple things. I can't remember. There was something recently within the last 6 months or so that you didn't get on the truck, but it was still listed on the sticker. But I don't remember what it was. But it's another one of those things. And that's why I always like to educate you guys. That's what yesterday's video was all about, education. When you go and spend your money, especially, this isn't like going to buy a new lawnmower, which, by the way, lawnmowers are insanely expensive. What happened? This is buying an $80,000 vehicle, a $50,000 vehicle, somewhere in between there. You know, that's the second biggest purchase you're going to do. So you want to make sure you get everything you want and you get everything that's listed. So that is why videos like that matter. You got to talk about the things missing if you're going to talk about the things that are on there as well. Just want to help. Just want to help. That's all. Tony says, Windsor, Virginia in the house. I like it. A lot of Virginia tonight. Good stuff. Virginia is for lovers. And I got to give a shout out to Reggie real quick. Even my live chat is telling me to give a shout out, which I like that it's doing that. We have memberships on the channel now. It's like a paid membership per month to be part of the channel. And Reggie is a member for 5 months today. So Reggie, thank you very much for helping out the channel. He's been around the channel for a long time. The minute I opened up the memberships to join the channel, Reggie was number one. So I thank you very much for your 5 months of patronage to this here channel. This one's for you, buddy, to Reggie. 5 months a member. Hope you stay forever. And Reggie is an owner of a beautiful 2023 white SX Tundra. One of my favorite packages. Only $300 add-on to SR5. Lord says Elko, Nevada, because everyone gets mad when I say Nevada. Nevada. Drinking Pepsi Zero and with my grandmother. Hello. Hello, Grandma. How are you? She used to drive a 1988 Toyota pickup. Those are the best pickups in the world. Last forever. Lord and Grandma Lord, how are you? It's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Jimmy, hello. Greg is in Western Kentucky, the great state of Kentucky, we might add. JG says, a V6 twin turbo is not on my list of wants for a Tundra. I don't know how these things are selling. Well, have you ever driven one? Have you ever driven one more than just a 5-minute drive at a dealership? A lot of things with the truck, in coming from a V8 to this, whether it be hybrid or regular, the numbers of the truck, the new recreation of the truck, ground up remodel, they did a lot of things right. People want to focus on going from a V8 to a V6, how a V6 with twin turbos can't be as reliable as a naturally aspirated V8. Turbos are not the most reliable things in the world. But if you're forced into a turbo situation, wouldn't you want Toyota to be the one to do the turbos because of their long history of getting things right? That's the way I always look at it. As far as the way the truck drives, it drives great. As far as the way the truck hauls, it hauls great. I've towed with my 2022 TRD Pro a couple of my father's boats, and I'm about to tow the boat he's about to get with the 2023. It tows just as good as the last generation Tundra. It feels like there's nothing behind it, and these are 5,000, 6,000 pound boat and trailers. The truck, at first, it takes a little while getting used to because it does not feel like your classic second gen Tundra. Doesn't feel like a hardcore classic pickup truck anymore, but don't knock it before you try it a little bit. Enjoy your second gen Tundra. They're going to last forever. You're going to get 500,000 miles out of that thing. But if you ever have the opportunity to drive a new gen for an extended period of time, go do it. If you go onto the forums, you're always going to see people have problems here or there with, someone in the beginning, a wastegate issue, wind noise. We talked about some rattles in the beginning. That happens when there's a new generation. But with that, that's what we focus on, the negative. But with that, there's a lot of happy owners out there as well. And I honestly say, I get a comment at least once a week saying, we know you miss your Army Green 2020. Of course I miss my Army Green 2020. I miss all the Tundras I had. I don't miss it in a way where I can't sleep at night over it. I miss it in a way as like, that was a great truck. But you know what helps me with that? I love my 2023. My SR5 2023, I enjoy driving that truck so much. I enjoy doing the things I do with that truck. So it's not a miss to the point where I regret. I don't regret. I love that truck. So definitely get in there, give it a little whirl. I've had the blessings to be able to drive a lot of different variations of new generation and old generation, but with the new one, with the hybrid and with the regular iForce, and both of the new setups in the truck have something to offer. So definitely check it out. And that's only like 3 sips into one Pepsi. Just wait till I get to that second Pepsi. The rambling will go on, folks. Ramble on. Sean says nobody else making anything because of the strike. Yeah. So it's going to get real low for, the big 3 brands. And this is where, again, I think Toyota can really take advantage. And it actually looks like they are, because we're seeing the deals all over the country right now, depending on where you are. I'm seeing 5,000 to 7,000 off MSRP on brand new 2024 Tundras. That is how you're going to move a few of those brand loyalists from the big 3 to the Toyota Tundra. That good of pricing, because everybody wants to talk about how high the prices are just for Tundra. But if you go look at the other brands, the Tundra is right on par with the big 3. All right. It's not just like Toyota woke up one day and decided, I'm going to have the highest prices of everyone. Toyota and all of the big 3 Nissan Titans included. They're all in the same ballpark on price. It just depends on how you build them. Do I like the pricing of the new trucks? Absolutely not. No middle class American / Canadian could like the prices on these new trucks. They're insanely high. Inflation's crazy. Interest rates are high. All of that. We get it. This is why I say to you in every video and every live stream as well, what needs to happen. I don't think you're going to see MSRP prices decrease. It's just not going to happen. That doesn't happen. But what we can see is the return of incentives, these great deals under MSRP we're seeing. Number two, keep that, start this. And number three, most importantly of all of this. So what did we say? We got the incentives. We need that back. We need the money right off the bat when we're negotiating, and we need the interest rates to come back down to earth. That kind of ties into incentives because 2019, they had deals like 0.9% for 72 months for Tundra or 1.9 for 60 months. Right now, the car deals are like 8%. So they have to come back to normal. But as far as pricing goes, it's all of the automotive industry. The pricing is insane. It's all of the half-ton segment. The pricing is insane. It's all of the mid-size trucks. The prices are insane, but they're all together on pricing. There you go. Another sip. Cheers, everyone. Okay. Back at it. Andrew says, should get my 2023 Platinum Hybrid back tomorrow with the 3-inch lift and Nitto Recon 295/60 R20s. Make sure you check that they didn't take your fog lights off. Jimmy says, I like the shirt that you're wearing. It says TRD. I'm digging it. This shirt, along with many great shirts and other apparel, shameless plug coming, Toyota Outfitters, the official merchandise of Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing. Use promo code TundraDude, all capitals, one word, TundraDude. Saves you 25% site-wide. All of the Toyota stuff I wear is from there. And they have all sorts of things. It's not just shirts, hats. They got golf equipment. It's all the official merchandise. So go check it out. And thank you, Jimmy, for allowing that. Shameless plug. Terry, Alabama, in the house. I like it. They have the Terra Color TRD in Downey. I would like to go and see the Terra in person. I have not seen it in person yet. I definitely would like to. Tennessee, of course. Jonesboro in the house for Sean. Oh, Mr. Boston Bruins in the house. I just want you to know, 2-0 Islanders. We already had a shutout. We're winning the cup this year. 2 Reggies. Don't make a right. Mike, what's going on? JG says, yep, absolutely the biggest seller for me is that it takes unleaded, which is a big deal. Jonathan says, all the great videos that you have posted in the last few years, it has convinced me to trade in my 2022 Ram 1500 Limited to a 24 Tundra Platinum. Thank you. Keep up the great work. Welcome to the team. Jonathan, I have some homework for you, buddy. 2 months from today. I don't know what the date is, but it's going to be December. You email me, tundradude34@gmail.com, and you give me a pros and cons list coming from the Ram to the Tundra, and we're going to make a video on your situation. That is one of the best videos for all of the folks that are looking to buy a new Tundra, especially coming from another brand. That's a video that people want to see because they want to know what they miss about the big three. I'd appreciate it. My PT guy, who I've worked with a few times, is looking at buying a 24 Tacoma hybrid model. My words were test drive the best one first and make the decision. Definitely test drive because the new one's ground up remodel as well. Sean says the new gen truck is like driving a sedan. My main problem is paying the money for what I want. I don't get the sedan feel out of that. To each their own. I get more of a, it's very powerful. It's very refined to the point where my mind can't, even to this day of owning the truck for as long as I have now, it just doesn't register I'm driving a pickup truck. It's very quiet. It's more of like an SUV now. That's just my opinion. Red says, LOL about the burps. I think I caught a whiff. I'm very sorry about the burps. You got me drinking Diet Pepsis. I don't know what you want. This is going to happen. Mike says, Mark, this is Mike from Oklahoma. Glad you're doing well. Been with you since 2017. Still have my TRD Pro Black Tundra Dude shirt from 2017. A classic. Cheers, brother. Keep up the good work. Praying for your success. Mike, I love the fact that you're here. I love the fact that you've been here so long. And I really love the fact that you still have that Tundra Dude shirt. Throw it on. Take a picture by your truck, tundradude34@gmail.com, and that picture's going up on the channel. I'd love to see it. Gaming Greenville says the base engine first, I said. Test drive a base model first. Yeah. Well, the problem is when they first come out, you're not going to have a choice. It's going to be whatever's on the lot. You're not going to see a million Tacomas right off the bat. Production is back to normal, confirmed, but it's still going to take a while for the Tacoma to bleed into all the states. If you're down in Texas, which I believe you said you're from California, but if you're down in Texas, you're going to get the first pick of the litter. Otto says, absolutely would trust a Toyota Turbo over others. Ha! The wife is laughing at your belches again. Mrs. Otto, I'm very sorry about the belching. It's not professional of me to be doing that. It's just, I don't really have an excuse. Maybe I'll switch to coffee. Coffee won't make me burp. But at least you're getting a laugh out of it, right? Andrew says, I have an itch to get a first-gen Tundra last night and mod it out. I think you should. I think I could be totally wrong here. Aren't you a registered nurse? Big money in that. Go get that truck. Gaming says it looks sweet. Absolutely. Jimmy says you're welcome. I appreciate you. My opinion on people who disagree, on people who get angry is we do not have to agree on everything. We could have different opinions and still be friends. 100%. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I like the fact that people come with opinions on everything. That's the fun part. If we all like the same thing, the world would be very vanilla, right? It's good to have different options that you like. And this is why when you see like the Toyota Tundra, this is why there's, 300, 400 different ways you could set the truck up because everybody is going to want something different. And that's the beauty of it. Some love the first gen Tundra, some love the second gen Tundra, and some love the third gen Tundra. At the end of the day, it all says Tundra on the door. And I love to be able to debate with people some of the things. I just like an open mind when we're having that debate, because some people just, they don't want to do that. And that's fine. I got time. Joey says Toyota needs to offer some manual height adjustments to the SR and SR5 trims. How about a basic cloth power seat option in the SR5? All right, let's address that, Joey B. Toyota needs to offer some manual height adjustment. I would like that. Don't they have the rear height adjustment in SR5? They definitely don't have it in SR. I feel like SR5 does. I'll have to look into that. I can't remember. There is a fabric seat option in both the SR and the SR5. That's what you asked about? Yeah. So you have to go to a premium package to get the Softex, but it comes standard, both of them with fabric. After purchasing GM trucks for decades, ... Finish that thought. Andrew says, I am an RN. I might have to go get a first gen now. You see, you people think I don't care. How did I know Andrew was an RN? You know why? Because I care. And caring is having a nice live stream conversation and burping up Pepsi all night. You know what's funny? I can remember things like Andrew being an RN. I can remember that all day long. But I can't tell you what I did 30 minutes ago. I don't know. Gaming says, what do you think of the first gen Tundra 2023 SR5 3.4 V6? My mom has an 03 Tundra SR5 V6 3.4. I love first gen, second gen, and third gen. I'm a Tundra kid at 13 going on 14. All right, cool, man. I think the first gens are awesome. They had some rust issues for a while there. And being your mother has the V6, is that a manual or automatic? Because back in that first gen, in the V6 options, you could get a manual transmission, which everybody clamors for these days, hoping, wishing that half tons would have manuals again. I don't see it happening. Yeah, the automatic, that's pretty cool. I've driven my brother's father-in-law, I guess we will say, he just sold like a year ago. It was like a 2005 Tundra Limited TRD off-road, I believe. And that thing drove nice. 4.7 V8 though. That thing drove like a truck. I mean, it felt like a truck. It wasn't the most comfortable thing in the world, but there was a lot of power in it. And that frame, the setup they have on the first gen Tundra, it's a little bit smaller than the 07 that came out, where we started to call it a true full size. But the little bit smaller nature of the truck, you could really swing that thing around. But the 4.7 V8 in that was really, really nice and really powerful. Manual is a dying thing, like home phones and V8s. Add that to the list. Yeah, manual is one of those things where you're not seeing them as much as you used to. They just got to keep them in certain vehicles, and then we're all set. That's the way I look at it. Erwin, what's going on, buddy? It's good to see you. You've already missed an entire Pepsi, but guess what, buddy? You're in good shape tonight because I got another one, another Pepsi here. All right, so hold on. So we've talked about the fog light issue. All right. Another thing I want to talk about is this is something that's kind of a big deal. And not in a big deal at the sense of pricing, as in how high the pricing is on everything, but I'm seeing something that I don't think I've ever seen before. And if I did, it was in the very beginning of TRD Pro, say 2015 and 2016. I made a video, I believe it was last Friday. I want to say last Friday. It was called Insane Deals. Go check it out if you didn't. Basically, what I did was I went on AutoTrader like I always do. I live on AutoTrader. In fact, AutoTrader should probably sponsor me at this point because I use their website all the time. But I went to see if there are any TRD Pros with some great deals on them. Because what have we been seeing? We've been seeing deals all over the country under MSRP. But the real secret of the pros, can we find TRD Pros under MSRP? And I was able to find 4 TRD Pros under MSRP, nicely under MSRP too. And they were 2024s. I thought I was going to find some leftover 2023s, and it was going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, they just want to get them off the lot. But the new 2024s just won't be the way. We're not going to see them on there. And there were 327, if I remember correctly, in the country, TRD Pro 2024s. That's what I broke it down to. And one was 1,000, maybe 1,500 under MSRP, and the other 3 were about 3,000, 4,000 under MSRP, which I have never seen for TRD Pro, especially a 2024 in the special color of the year TRD Pro. So when we're saying the deals are back, oh, the deals are certainly back. And they're probably just going to get better and better. And like I said, the other 2 pieces to the puzzle, and I'm going to keep on saying this, that we need to see our incentives and the interest rates to come back to normal so we can enjoy them. Because right now I'm living in SR5 land. I'm going to be here for a long time. I'm not going to be able to have anything better than an SR5. It's just the payments are to the point where can't do it. I have no problem with the SR5. I love my truck, but at the end of the day, I'd like to own a 1794 one day, but right now I'm not going to be able to have a second mortgage for a truck, especially doing YouTube full time. No way. No way. All right. We shop store brand now. All right. You want Doritos? We're not getting Doritos. We're getting the Cool Ranch flavored Stop and Shop versions. Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing. All right. Let's see. Just cracked open a club soda. I like it, sir. I like it. I started for her. She just got out of the hospital in May and still can't drive, so I started up every weekend. Good of you. That's a good son. Gerald, what's up, buddy? Tell me about your new truck, man. I want to know. He just got himself a brand new 2024 Platinum. He flew to get the truck, which is a dream of mine. I'm going to do that next Tundra. I'm going to fly somewhere far away and drive that sucker back home. I want to hear everything about it. Tell the world, go. In 2019, someone put sugar and peanuts in the tank. Oh, man, that ain't cool. AMAC, what's up, pal? Good evening, Tundra people. Let's increase the thumbs up. I agree. I agree with AMAC. Hit the thumbs up button if you're having a good time. Once again, thank you for being here. It's always fun. Let's crack this second Pepsi, and we got to do it in the one way we love to do it. Raise your drinks wherever you are. Cheers. Massive cheers to the emergency services and military of the United States and Canada. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you for your bravery. Thank you for keeping all of us safe and allowing us to do fun things like Thursday night live stream on Tundra channels. Cheers to you. Be safe and God bless you. Oh, that was a big sip. That was a big sip for the military and emergency services there. In comes the burping. Excuse me. All right, I'm lost. Let's see. Okay, yeah. AMAX says thumb it up. Yep, I like that, buddy. BV says after purchasing GM trucks for decades, I need reassurance. I can't speak. Reassurance. There we go. That I made the right decision on purchasing a Toyota Tundra 1794 TRD, twin turbo, and all the other firsts. I feel apprehension. Delivery. What do you feel apprehension about? Tell me. I'm sitting in a 1794 driver's seat right now. Does that make you feel a little bit better? It's comfortable. Good bolstering. Tell me how you're feeling inside. Do you watch Toyota Fanatics or TRD John? I don't watch Toyota Fanatics. TRD John and me are cool. I like TRD John a lot. I'll be very honest with you. I don't watch a lot of automotive channels. Is that crazy? I spend most of my time. I watch a lot of. If I'm on YouTube, it'll a lot of fitness, um, weightlifting stuff, um, old NASCAR races, hockey, and yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of my stuff that I do on YouTube, other than making fantastic videos for you guys. Reg says thinking about getting Viper remote start to replace the factory. Excuse me, remote start. Do you have the remote start? Horrible factory remote start shutting down when you unlock to get in the truck. I have the factory one. I don't use it that much. If it's insanely cold out, I'll do it, 10 minutes out of me having to go out and get in the truck. And yes, it shuts off every time. A lot of people like the Viper, though. So I haven't heard one bad thing about it. Why not change it if you use it a lot? Do I like the new Terracolor? I've only seen the Terracolor online. I like it online. And usually I don't like when I see the new TRD Pro colors when it's just on a screen, but then in person it changes. I think I'm going to love it, though. Tell me what you think, Sean. Tell me what you think. Andrew says, Reg, I had the Viper on my 19. Loved it, especially the app. There you go. Erwin says, I want an SR5 like yours, Mark, just in a Crew Max. You should probably get the SR5 just like I have, just in a Crew Max. So if mine was 57.8, I think that's what it was. 57.9 almost. If you get it set up like that, it'll probably be low 60s. Very low 60s, hopefully. MSRP, before you make your deal. Shorty says, Sarasota Toyota is a scam. They will not sell it to you for that. I called and they stated a mistake, but never corrected the price. Yeah, that's not cool then. That is definitely not cool. And that was one of the really good prices too, right? Getting a Coke to drink to that, sir. I like it. Make it a Diet Coke, all right? No more sugar. Joey's on the cheers. Tuning's on the cheers. Mark, hell with Pepsi. Crack open a brewski. I'll tell you what. Next week, I'll crack open a brewski. 9 p.m. It's very late for me, at least. But next week, remind me. Robert says, I looked at new Tundras on Tuesday. I'm done. 70,065. Ridiculous. I'll keep my 21. Yeah, how many miles do you have on the 21? The thing will probably go for another 10 years, and we'll just wait for those good incentives to come back. Or, Robert, tell me, if money didn't, let's not say if money didn't matter. If you could be where you wanted to be, what Tundra trim and options are you looking at? Gerald says 2024 Toyota Tundra Platinum Luna Rock 1800 under MSRP. I like it. I like it a lot. You got it under MSRP, and right now that's a win. I remember when getting it for MSRP was nearly impossible. Reg says, good deal, Andrew. Thanks. Gaming says, my favorite part of my older truck is the CD player. I love my old Motown. Let me tell you something. I miss the CD player, and I'm starting a coalition to bring back CD players into these Tundras. The last year for the CD player in the Tundra was 2019. What I like is the 07 to 13 had the 6 CD changer. That was my favorite because I'd put 6 CDs in, probably wouldn't come out of there for 6 months. I would just keep cycling till I got bored and change one every once in a while. That was the best. So bring back CD players. I'd get a Pro or Platinum with TRD off-road. Yeah, they're definitely going to be high prices on those because your TRD Pro right now just CD player. I forget what I was saying now because my buddy's messing with me. He must be watching the live stream. Hello. So the Pro is going to be around $76,000 MSRP, depending if it has side steps and all that extra stuff on it. That's number one. So that's going to be pretty much right around there. You better hope for like a lease special or something. And a lot of people don't like leasing. That Platinum with the TRD off-road, even if you go search for a deal right now, you're still going to be up there. That's just the prices now, man. That's just the way it is. I bought my 2020 TRD Pro Tundra Army Green Crew Max for $56,000 or $57,000, and my 2023 double cab SR5 TRD off road was 57. So that's just the half tons now. And you could get, I read that as well from a couple different people, but you could get a F350 for 77, brand new. It's not just Toyotas. Go look at any of the other lots too. It's all of the half tons. Crazy, I know. It's just the pricing now. But if you're going to be, especially if you're up in those high trims there, it's always going to be higher. In the old gen, in the normal price land, a Platinum loaded up, they didn't have TRD off-road and Platinum at the time, but a Platinum loaded up was probably in that same price range of the Pro, maybe a little bit more, maybe 58 to 60. And I remember saying like, whoa, that's high, 58 to 60. And I was like, oh, you got an SR5. Nice. It's crazy. It's crazy. Galactic, what's going on? Good to see you, sir. Reg says, I remember your 2016 Magnuson Supercharger. I think I would like to have one. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. The Magnuson was insane, very powerful. Made a very heavy 6,000-pound truck feel as light as a feather and as fast as a Ferrari. Sounds like a Disney book. Let's see. I made it. Jim says, hi, Mark. How you doing, Jimmy? Galactic says, my brother just got a 2024 Platinum Sienna, 67,000. Not bad. Even SR5 with TRD off-road is $10,000 more. Yes, yes. So if you go, and the problem is it's not apples to apples anymore, because with the new gen, you could build the SR5 TRD off-road many different ways. But if you got like the best 2024 SR5 4x4 Crew Max, loaded up with all the packages you could get on what you're trying to talk about with S, you're going to be in the low 60s. So it's insane. We need deals. We need incentives. We need them. We're going to keep fighting for it. These are the two things we're fighting for. CD players, the return of incentives, right? Cheers. It's crazy. But if you look back, like, what is it? October 2013, okay? Excuse me, October 2023. If you look back to 2013 October, the Tundra was in its last year of the second gen. No, it was in the last year of the first half of the second gen. And you could probably get a fully loaded limited Tundra or the Platinum, which didn't have TRD off-road then either, for 48 tops. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. The pricing is crazy. Chris says 2023 SR5 TRD Sport, $50,000 back in May. Luna Rock. That's a great deal. That's a great deal. But again, with the TRD Sport, there's TRD Sport, there's TRD Sport Premium, there's the advanced packages, there's the convenience package, there's the premium audio package. There's all stuff you can add. For instance, we'll use the sticker of my truck that is sitting right here, okay? It is a Tundra double cab SR5 4x4. That's how it started its life. It was $45,407 before any of the stuff that went on it. Now, you can't just go up to somebody and say, oh, I got a TRD off-road, because the smart minds of Toyota will be like, but what's on it? I would have to say, oh, mine has the premium audio package. Mine has the advanced off-road technology package. Mine has the PVM BSM outer mirror color keyed package, the TRD off-road premium package, the heated leather steering wheel, the Toyota TRD 20-inch off-road wheels, the all-weather floor liner. So that 45,470 at the end of the day becomes, you can't really see this, 57,889. So you can get an SR5 TRD off-road without the premium audio package. That takes away the bed lights in the outlet and the big screen. You could get it without the advanced off-road technology package. You won't have your blind spot monitoring. You won't have your big gas tank, 32-gallon tank. You can get rid of the TRD off-road premium package and just get the TRD off-road package. That gets rid of the soft tax. Like, there's so many ways you could build this now, but yeah, the pricing is, it's definitely a thorn in a lot of people's side, for sure. Okay, back at it. I got lost here. Anyone else miss the metal breakdown at the beginning of the video? Hey, I got that still. I got that sound. I don't remember. There was a few different songs I used. I know one was very close to that REM song. Robert says mine was 47. Yes, there you go. 47 in 2021. See? It's like when they went to that new gen with all the new technology they put into it, the ground up remodel, prices skyrocketed. Chris says 2023 SR5 TRD. I already read that. Galactic says, love my late model 2019 1794. May 2020, 43,000 out the door. I like it. Andrew says my 19 magnetic gray platinum was 46K. Crazy how much price has changed nowadays, for real. And Galactic agrees with you on that. Tundra Dude, where was the CD player in the 2019 Tundra? Was it the thing right above the... Yes, it was right above the infotainment screen. just a little slot, and it was only a 1 CD. My 21 is almost paid off. I'll just build it out. Yeah, absolutely. Send me a picture of your 2021. I appreciate the 2021. It's actually one of the Tundras I call the best of all time. One of the ones I look at as something we will look back on in future Tundra generations and say, that was one of the best ever. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Send a picture of your truck. I want to see it. I love all Tundras, whether it be the T2, or I think it was the T3 edition in the first generation, whether it be anything in the second generation. My favorite is the '07 SR5 double cab with the TRD off-road package in silver sky metallic, or an RCSB, always a great truck, or a TRD Rock Warrior. Most of my favorites are in that second gen. Or it's a new generation, which, I love the 1794. I love my SR5, and the TRD Pro is set up a way a lot of people asked. I sent you pictures. Oh, hey, good. Gerald, I want to see him. I can't wait, buddy. Robert says, really want that supercharger. It's out there. It's out there. I paid with installation, with the part, I think it was a little over $10,000 with the tune and everything. Like out the door, 10 grand all the way through. That's going to be more now. That's going to be probably a lot more now with the labor charges. I'm sure the parts have gone up. I got mine done in 2017. I mean, that was, quite a few years ago, 6 years ago now. It was actually November 2017. So good luck with it. I suggest you call Magnuson. They're very easy to work with. They're good people. They'll talk you through it. They'll tell you if there's a certified Magnuson dealer around your area. You could always do it at a Toyota dealer. Some will say no. I have dealt with that a little bit. What I always say to people, here's one thing. Yes, if you get the supercharger, it's premium fuel only. You have to fill with premium fuel, 91 or 93. Keep that in mind. But I want you to do me a favor. To anyone that's considering a supercharger out there, this is very important. Very important. Call around to find someone to install it first. First, please. Don't buy it and then look, because I'm telling you, I know people have had a very tough time in finding someone to install it. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, find someone first. There are some areas where it will be no problem. California might be a little bit of a problem with all the standards, the cafe standards and all that, but there are, places in California that will do it. You just got to look around. I had mine done at Galt Toyota, Endicott, New York. And that tech that did it, who was a master tech there, is not with Galt anymore. But they were able to do it. I used to buy my trucks from up there. You got to look around. Get that all settled, and then make the purchase. That's my theme of the night for you. Research before spending $7 grand. All right, I want to look at Gerald's picture he sent me. I want to show you guys the Tundra that he sent me, that he just bought. Let's go here. Wait for it to come in. Let's see. It did not come in yet to my email. I'm still waiting. I didn't get you there yet, Gerald, if you sent it to my email, tundradude34@gmail.com. You could always send it to my messenger, because that I know you're on as well, if you want to do it that way. But I definitely want to see it. Anyway, we will continue on here. Let's see what else we got. It's been in my family since new. My mom's dad bought it, and when he died, my big brother couldn't afford gas in it. It was a 2010. When I was 6 months old, my mom's dad died. Well, I'm glad it's still in the family. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Shorty says, you got me to create a Platinum Pro in the old gen. I'm happy to help. I had the Platinum Pro. Remember that thing? Oh, about 2 days ago you sent it? Let me look again. I don't remember seeing that. Hold on. We're looking. Talk amongst yourself, people. I'm looking for something real quick here. Yeah, I don't have anything in here. I got nothing. Nope, I don't have an email. Not even in the junk. I guess that got lost along the way. Send another one, because I really do want to see it. Looking to put 33 by 12.5 by 22 by 10. Will a leveling kit work, or do I need to go higher? And what was the truck you had? You have a 2023 SR5 TRD Sport Luna Rock. You're going to need probably For a 33, I'm going to guess a 3-inch lift for that. 3-inch lift. Don't forget, you have the Sport, so it's already an inch dropped out. It's an inch lower than all the other Tundras. Keep that in mind. So a spacer lift won't work here. You're going to have to do something with the old springs there and bring that puppy up to level. I'm thinking 3 inches would be safe. Honestly, Lord says, honestly, I think I just get an SR5 with a regular TRD off-road package with the smaller screen and the bigger fuel tank. I just go aftermarket to upgrade the sound, probably Taco Tunes. Yeah, nothing wrong. Listen, we call it the smaller screen, but it's the main screen size from the old generation, 8.1 inches. So it's fine. I mean, it's not like small to the point where it looks like, the size of a can. It's still a large screen. It does the job. It still has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation. It's just a smaller screen. A lot of you out there, from talking to all of you, don't care about technology. I hear it all the time. You just want to have the stuff on the truck that's going to be functional to use it as a truck. And if it comes with soft text or a big screen, cool. But you're not going for that most of the time, more than I would expect. Andrew says, Platinum Pros are the way to go. It's my Roman Empire. Let's not forget the Roman Empire fell. So let's go with something else. But yeah, so anyway, real quick. So this week we're going to be, all right, the bigger screen is kind of obnoxious and looks like it would be a distraction. Okay, I love that. Let's focus on that for a minute. I even thought when the truck came out that the 14-inch screen would be a distraction. Not a distraction at all. In fact, it helps from distraction. Scratch your head on that one for a minute. When you're driving with it, it's not bright. It doesn't take away from the road. Even in the dark nights, it actually has a setting to change day to night from a black to a white background. I always have it on the nighttime setting. I like the black background. But the reason it's the opposite of distracting is because the screen is so big and the options are so big on it, you don't even need to take your eyes off the road to hit what you need, or you give it a little quick one of those. It's not something that's small that you have to focus on. It's actually awesome. I love the 14-inch screen, I'll be honest. Big fan of it. And now that I'm driving all over God's green earth to these dealerships, I'm driving, 3 hours a clip to go to and fro at these dealerships. That big screen is coming really handy, especially with navigation and everything. So I do high five Toyota for that. A lot of people don't like how it's integrated into the dash. It kind of sticks out, but does the job. Does the job. Functionally, it does the job. Distracting, not at all. Reg says, just sent you an email on my Platinum as a test. See if you got it. I will see if I got it. I got it. Yes, I did. 2017 Platinum. And the picture is, okay, this is Reggie's 2017 Platinum. You need to see this thing. Ooh, we did a video on this once, didn't we? This looks very familiar. Look at that thing. Now that is how you Tundra. Best part about 2017, last year before Toyota Safety Sense. That's beautiful. Magnetic gray. It's got the Pro grill up front. Nice wheel and tire package on it. Ooh, that there's a beautiful truck. Reggie, nice job, dude. Nice pickup. And I mean pickup is in purchase and truck. Let's see. Andrew says, messing around on Auto Trader 2007 Toyota Tundra RCSB. I got a story about that. Oh, I've seen it. Lebanon Toyota. Bennett Toyota in Lebanon. I've been reaching out to them about that. It's red, right? Yeah, I'm obsessed with that. Problem is, let me tell you guys a little problem. There's 33 of you on here. You're on the live stream. We're just talking. We're hanging out. The one thing that I want in this world more than anything when it comes to the Tundra is an RCSB Tundra. I look at least 2-3 times a week on Auto Trader to find one that doesn't have to be perfect, but fits the mold of what I'm wanting. Okay. Obviously, it's got the small 6.5-foot bed. It seats 2 or 3 depending on the setup. I want the TRD off-road package on it. I wanted the 5.7. This one that he's talking about has the 4.7. That was available as the secondary engine from 07 to 09. But it's very clean. And it's had 6 owners, but no accidents. Carfax is good, all that. And if you look at the Carfax, they did all this crazy stuff to it when it came in the last time for sale. Like they changed out everything. They did, all the filters. They did everything. There's a whole list of, I don't even remember some of the things they did, but the list was gigantic. They changed the spark plugs, full tune up, full nine. It has 100,000 miles on it. The price is amazing. This RCSB is gold at EM Motor Cars. Oh man, dude. So you mean there's two at a great price out there? That's crazy. Anyway, so this red one that I found, I sit there and I'm staring at it and I'm like, man, I want this. So one day when my YouTube channel blows up, and I mean blows up, like I have a couple months that I'm like, wow, okay, we're really making some big bucks. I want you to know I'm going to use that money to buy an RCSB Tundra as a second truck, as a truck I can work on the channel. Small little things, everyday maintenance, changing out some of the things that need to change on these RCSBs every time I see them. They all need new headlights. The headlights are just yellow. They're old. And I know you could clean them up, but I'd much rather just get new ones and reinstall them. They all need usually some form of stuff up front, maybe a new grill. Clean it up a little bit. So just so you know, if I ever get rich, I'm going to spend $15,000 on an RCSB Tundra. Thank you. And that is my sharing with you what I plan to do with money. Now, Dave Ramsey would tell me to put that money somewhere safe, but Dave Ramsey doesn't have the love for RCSB Tundras that I have. So cheers, Dave. I'm sorry, but I got to spend a little more. 2 Pepsis down, baby. Sorry for the burping. Oh, okay. I have a 2022 with around 33-inch. The picture sent, Mark. You'll have to trim it. Thanks. 22-inch wheels. Yes. And still has the transmission cooler. Yes, it did, the 2017. Andrew, all right, we already talked about that. Has any more news come out about the Tacoma Trail Hunter? Seems quiet since the reveal. Well, I think the Trail Hunter for the Tacoma, you asked? I've seen that. I think that was at the Texas Fair. I've seen some pictures of it at places. Obviously, they're not out for sale yet. Let's see. Tundra Dude, in my opinion, Toyota Tundra owners drive safer and better than other car drivers. I don't know. That's circumstantial. I guess it depends on where you are. It doesn't really matter on the car. It matters on the driver. Be safe out there always behind the wheel, of course. And wear your seatbelt. Crichton, I hope I got that name right, pal. First-time Tundra buyer. How you doing? Just bought a used 2022 Tundra Limited 4x4 hybrid TRD off-road in Mesquite. Amazing color choice, my friend. Truck has everything I needed, and so far, I'm loving it and the power. A happy owner. I love it, dude. Please enjoy your Tundra. Excellent choice on everything you've done. We got the Limited. We got the Hybrid, TRD Off-Road, Mesquite, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Take a picture with your truck. Send it my way, and I'll throw you up on the channel. Anytime you guys want to take a picture of yourself with your Tundra, you send it to me and some details like what's your name, where you're from, how many miles on your truck, whatever you want to say about your truck. I will gladly throw that picture up in the community setting and show the masses you and your Tundra. That's what the channel's all about. Please do. Andrew says, life is short. Get the RCSB. Andrew, I like my marriage. So unless something awesome happens, it will always be a dream. Being honest, buddy. I am not in Pennsylvania. I am in New Jersey. Let's see. Super says, it sucks we don't get the Tundra here in the Middle East, even though many are imported from North America. I've seen quite a few amazing Tundras in like UAE. Regular cabs with gigantic superchargers on them. And they're doing some crazy things out there with those Tundras. So at least you're getting some imported. But man, there is some really nice builds out there. Dubai, that area. Netflix. I'm not really a big TV guy. Andrew says, how's the color match parts for the grill coming along? I'm still waiting. So the thing with Sparks Parts, they don't have the color match parts. They have to get them painted by their paint guy. So that's what I'm waiting on right now. Michael says, oh, yes, Michael, hold on. Michael, we got a burp coming, buddy. That was a good one. I'm sure the mic picked that up. Mark, I tried building a Tundra like you had. Showed that was the limited TRD off-road in Lunar Rock. What options get the 3 shark fins? I don't think that's available yet. I don't think that's on the build yet. That was called the Wi-Fi. Let me look for you. I'll look for you. I don't want to give wrong information. I wasn't even expecting to see that when I was there. I think that's something that's coming down the pike, and it's only out there on a few Tundras. But as far as adding, I don't think you can add that on the list yet. I wasn't able to find that on the build and price tool. Let me just find. Okay, it's called Wi-Fi Trailer Camera, and it is an $850 add-on. If you want to take that to your dealer, and when they allocate the truck, see if they could find it on their listing, because obviously this dealer did. Once again, Wi-Fi Trailer Camera, $850 add-on. I hope that helps, my friend. That is the 3 antenna system on the top of the Tundra. Anytime, Michael. Anytime, buddy. All right, we're going to call it a live stream. I thank you guys for being here. It was fun. It's always good to talk to you. It's always good to catch up. A new video will be coming out tomorrow. We're going to another dealership on Sunday. We do live streams very early in the morning. Very early in the morning. Keep that in mind. On Sunday, if you haven't hit the notification bell, do so. I think I live stream about 7:30 in the morning. I usually walk my video. I do my whole video, and then before I leave, I do a little live stream with you guys. It's always good to talk with you. Galactic says, hit the like button. I agree. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Join up. We'd love to have you on board. Super says, the Sierra Silverado has always been available in RCSB, which wasn't the case in the US. Yeah, so it's different everywhere, man. It's crazy. Andrew, be safe. Enjoy. Andrew, buy me that RCSB like you said, pal. Go ahead and do that. I'll let you. I'll allow it. Everyone have a great night. Once again, thank you to the troops. Thank you to the emergency services for keeping us safe every day. God bless you, all of you. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great night. And hey, if you're bored, head on over to the Dealership Walk playlist. There's a lot of great content there. A lot of videos of a lot of walks all over the place. Go check them out. Talk to you later. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new. Welcome aboard.